Hello everybody, it's me again, your man with the mad hair. Well, hey, today I'm going for either the surfy thing, surf like, you know, big wave, or shark attack. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, today I just have a little list that I'm just going to do of horror films that I enjoyed. Now, horror films that I enjoyed. Some you're not going to, not all of them are horror films, okay? They're films I enjoyed, as I said, horror films I enjoyed. The likes of The Exorcist won't be on it, because although it is a brilliant film, it scared the shit out of me, and every time I watched it I've been so scared that I didn't enjoy it, if you know what I mean. These are more, I would call, well, most of them are, there's one or two that are not, but I'd call them more, you know, enjoyable horror. Like stuff you can sit down and watch, and not be watching like that. Although there is one on the list that I did watch like this. Okay? Excuse me. I just have a list here, so I'm just going to go through a few of them. Just give a quick synopsis about it, and so on. And again, there's some on the list you will enjoy, you will agree, and you kind of go, that's not a horror film. I can know that. Just another thing as well, I have to say, I don't like psychological horrors. I prefer my horror in your face, mad bastard in a mask with a chainsaw, and stupid people getting killed. I don't like, you know, watching a film for 2 hours for the last 10 minutes just to kind of go, oh yeah. But I will watch them, but I don't enjoy it as much as some of the lists here, okay? So I'll start way back. Dracula, the original, okay? It's never been better, in my opinion. People say the Bram Stoker, not Bram Stoker, the one done, oh, I can't remember who bloody done it now. The colour one, okay? Let's put it that way. I just think the original has all the atmosphere, it has everything like this, like, it's the best version of it, okay? It was made in, whenever it was made in black and white and so on. So I'll just pop on another one. American Werewolf in London. Werewolf film, just amazing. Horror and comedy. And that transformation. You know, best ever. It was all done practical effects, no CGI. So it gets a big thumb up from me. This is one you're not going to go, hold on now. But I really enjoyed Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus. Pause for effect. No, it was just so brilliant. Like it's a crap, terrible film. But it's not played for laughs. It's played straight as if they're making something epic, and it's not. It's terrible effects, terrible story, terrible acting. But it's just so bad, brilliant. Like, you know, I watch it once a year or so, and I just go, oh god, like, how was this made? Like, you know, see the shark change size when needed, same to the octopus and so on. And Debbie Gibson pretend to be a scientist going, oh, look all philosophical when at the end, like, you know, it's really sad. Sounds like I can watch it, but oh well. Anthony Perkins in Psycho. You know, brilliant, like, from start to finish. I think it was the first kind of horror film that I ever watched as such. You know, I watched a few other the double feature, but this is the one that stuck with me. Again, it's another one that I can watch over and over again. You know, it's just brilliant. I won't give the twist in case anyone hasn't seen it, but, like, you know, if you know the twist, you know what happens. And even then, as you know the twist, you can still watch the film over and over again. You know, and Abercrombie coming up the stairs, the mother coming out, like, you know, just that was like, oh Jesus, when I watched it, like, you know, freaked me out. Halloween, John Carpenter's 1979 or so edition, where we first meet Michael Myers. Again, another one of them, never been bettered. It's all practical effects as well. Again, the acting in it sometimes can be cheesy, but it's effective as well. It all happens in the space of one night as well, and just, you know, Michael, he became an icon because of that. Let's not talk about the remakes, okay? Let's pretend they don't exist, okay? Alien and Aliens. Again, people are saying, will say that's not a horror film, but the way I say it, Alien is a haunted house movie, because there's only one alien going around killing everybody in the Indian colored space of the spaceship. And Aliens is like a roller coaster, it goes up and down. Like, it's great because there's so many more people in it. They can defend themselves and that, but still the alien outwits them, and so on, or does it? Ding ding ding. In case you haven't seen it, Itchy the Killer from Japan or Korea. It's one of their films I've actually watched like that. Having said that, I haven't watched it in about 10 years, so I don't know whether it be still like a gore film or not, or it's gone into territory of more funny now because the advancements in things. The Omen, the original again with Gregory Peck, you know, the demon, the devil's child, Damien, little shite, little bastard. He said this. I'm only saying now. He didn't mean it. In case someone's watching. No, really good, like great atmosphere in it as well, and the kid was really good in the part that he played as Damien. I'm gonna get flagged for this as well. Coraline. Them eyes, the button eyes, and the spiders and so on, and the way they all like move like that in the alternative bloody universe. And the fact that like Coraline could have taken her eyes out if she wanted to stay to be placed with buttons. That's no, I didn't like that at all. No. But I enjoyed it, as I said. I enjoyed the film. Yeah, the original Evil Dead. When I watched that years ago, I was terrified. It was a video nasty at the time. You know, we put it in, we were watching it. I had to stop it halfway through. I was that scared of watching it. And then obviously I watched the rest of it again, and like I watched it over the years. And a couple of years ago, we had a bit of a party or so, or a free house or something like that, and I put it on. And this before, like, you know, streaming and all that, and it was still like, and people are still scared watching it. But if you watch it now, it is cheesy, but there are terrifying bits in it, and the special effects aren't brilliant, but they're still better than lots of the CGI crap that is around today in horror. Where are we? I saw The Devil. Whoa, fuck. That's just a terrifying mindfuck, okay? Just, if you haven't seen it, I'm not going to say too much because I don't want to ruin it for you, because something happens in the first few minutes of it. But still, it's a Korean film. It's just mad, like really, it's really good. And just have a look at it, okay? The original Night of the Living Dead. I know a lot of people don't like it. They say the remake is better, which is not. This one here, it's the copyright is gone on it for some reason. Like everybody can make any version of it they want now. They can do whatever they want with it. There's been animated versions. There's been a softcore porn version of it. We don't know, whatever gets you off, and so on. And there's a musical about it. There's this and that. But I just think the film itself, the original, just great. If you see it in colour, turn the colour down to black and white. It's a much better film in black and white as it was made. Plus, the first zombie in it was a runner. He wasn't a slow, shambling zombie like the rest of the Dead films, the Living Dead and that, okay? Just remember that little bit. Salem's Lot, the original, the TV version. Okay, with David Soul, Rob Saskin, Hutch. Brilliant vampires come into Salem's Lot, take over a town, just as the character Ben Mears is coming in to write a book about Salem's Lot, the town. There's lots of good scenes in it. Scene at the wall, at the window, I should say, let me in, let me in, let me in. The caretaker opening up, digging up the coffin because he hears something. The head vampire as well, going into the kid's house, killing the parents and so on. And there's lots. It's an iconic kind of horror film now, and even the look of the vampire, you know, is brilliant. Trick or Treat, it's an anthology film. It's got 4 different stories running over on Christmas, not Christmas, on Halloween night. Oh, sorry, and they all intertwine with each other, and it's really good the way everything. Like, it's just a mess of a film, but just at the end, are all wrapped up very nicely. And the little fella Sam, he's an icon now of Halloween, and every year he just seems like it's just Sam itself, the figure Sam, seems to get bigger and bigger and bigger. He'd be like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer soon to Christmas. What Sam will be to Halloween. People are just going to look at it and go, "Oh, yeah, that's Sam from Thingamajig." The Thing. I know it's a remake, and I'm not big on remakes, but this one, like, I think it's one of the ultimate horror films. A load of scientists are caught up in the Antarctica. something happens over in the Norwegian base that's near them. They go over and find the Norwegian base destroyed. People have committed suicide. They find disfigured whatever monsters and so on. They bring it back to their base, and it gets out and starts taking over people, and the paranoia and so on, right down to the last minute, like to the credits. Like people have been paranoid, and there's great creature effects. It's another John Carpenter. It's all done by hand, no CGI, no trickery. Like, I mean, you can, even if you go back and watch the sequel with the CGI, and it's just not the same. The CGI is brutal compared to it. It with Tim Curry. I know people. It's another one of them cheesy ones, but again, I like it. It's really enjoyable. You know, it's on for 3-4 hours or so. It's good for what it was. And again, Tim Curry. I think you know, it's Tim Curry. What can I say? And I actually like the remake as well, the first part, because I actually went to see it. The Irish premiere up in UFC in Dublin. I was there on the first night it was shown, so that's a good reason to like it. The second part, I don't know, it wasn't great at all. And just the final one here, I'll do another list sometime. I'll do ones of horror films that like did scare me and so on. But the last one, again, people say it's not a horror, but you know, to me, it's a slasher film. It's called Jaws, about the shark on Amity Island that's killing everybody, and the people going out to kill it and that. And it's iconic. Again, like even if you haven't seen it, you know the film. We're gonna need a bigger boat and so on. Yeah, alright, I'll leave that there then. Yeah, I'll get back to you soon with more if I can be arsed. Alright, like and subscribe if you want. I'll try to do more soon and do more, quicker and so on. I've still to do more hot sauces as well, so I might do that over the weekend. Alright, just one last thing, just look after yourselves and each other, okay? Alright, thank you, bye bye.